This is the Unnamed show ሁሌ በእሁድ ከምሽቱ 2 ሰዓት ላይ እና ደግሞ በተለያዩ የሶሻል ሚዲያ አውትሌቶች እና በፖድካስት ላይ የምታገኙት ፕሮግራማችን ነው እና የምናደርገውም it's a series of live streams and conversations that are aimed at visual artistry እና curious inquiries እሱ ላይ እናደርጋለን የተለያዩ ሰዎች ስራዎችን እያየን አብረን እንማርባቸዋለን ከፐርሰናል ፍላጎት ተመስርቶ የተጀመረ ፕሮጀክት ቢሆንም ግን ወደ ሶርት ኦፍ ወደ ደስ ወደምትል ኮሚኒቲ እያደገ ይገኛል እና በጣም ደስ ይለናል። ሰላም ብስራት ሰላም እንዴት አለ?
እንዴት ነው? ሰላም ነው።
ሰላም እንኳን ደህና መጣ።
Thank you so much. እንዴት ነው? ይሰማል በደንብ?
አዎ በደንብ ትሰማናለህ? እኔም ማውራው ይሰማሃል?
Yeah, ይሰማኛል. I'm using my phone so just want to make sure it's all clear. Okay. እንዴት ነው?
Yeah, it's very clear. እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን። እንዴት አለ?
እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን. This is the first time I'm doing it live, so
hey, it's going to be interesting.
I hope so, yeah.
We have a very active and vibrant crowd. So I hope you enjoy it.
That's great.
Just to give a highlight, Etan Comics is the first Ethiopian comic universe that has been officially published. And በጣም ደስ የሚሉ ስራዎችን እየሰራ ያለ group of creative individuals ነው. እና Beseratም is the founder and creator, also the writer of that material. Steve Beserat ለመጀመሪያ ያህል Beseraትን አስተዋውቀንና እንቀጥል ወደ ሌሎቹ ሀሳቦች።
Sure. እንግዲህ እኔ ኢትዮጵያ like I grew up in Ethiopia. ኢትዮጵያ ያደግኩት እስከ 14 ዓመት ድረስ ኢትዮጵያ አዲስ አበባ ነው ያደግኩት እና ከዛ ከቤተሰቦቼ ጋር ወደ ዩናይትድ ስቴትስ መጣን። ምን ጸሐፊ ለመሆን ሀሳብ ምናምን I've never had ማለት በጣም ወድ ነበር ድሮም ሆኖ ምንም ፊልም እና Mortal Kombat ምናምን I don't know, do you remember Tropicana የሚባል video game center?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Obsessed. I used to be obsessed with that. Mortal Kombat show, Godzilla, Power Rangers, በቃ you buy ማስቲካውን ትገዛለህ all that stuff, and በጣም ወድ ነበር እንደዛ አይነት ነገር ከድሮም ጀምሮ። ግን ያው የህይወት ነገር ታውቃለህ ኢንጂነር መሆን ወይ ዶክተር መሆን ነው በእኛ ባህልና anyway ወደዚህ መጣን። ከዛ በኋላ ያው ትምህርት ማርክ በኢንጂነርነት ተመረኩ እና አሁን I've been working in engineering field corporate world ላይ for 7 years, maybe 8, almost 8 ሊሆን ነው። ግን ይሄንን የኮሚክ ቡክ ስራ የጀመርኩት was like 2 years ago and really I mean I know ሌላ ጥያቄዎች ስላሉ more dive in አሁን አላደርግም. I'll give you time. ግን ያው just it's been one of the most gratifying things I've ever done እና በጣም I don't know, I can't tell you ምን ያህል ደስታ እንደሚሰጠኝ ለመስራት እና ያ ደግሞ ምንም አይነት ኤክስፒሪየንስ ሳይኖርህ ስትሰራ አንድ ነገር ያስፈራል በጣም like imposter syndrome በጣም imposter syndrome አለ you know what I mean like የማንኝ እኔና ነው ጽፈው ማንኝ እኔና እንትን የምለው so ግን you get used to that, you grow, and now I'm here talking to you live on Instagram.
Very interesting. Yeah. So Kaltasas, I think you are an aerospace engineer, right?
Yeah. Wow, how did you know? That's great. Okay.
How was the transition like? Honestly, ብዙዎቻችን especially the Unnamed show fanoች በአንድ ክሬቲቭ ፊልድ ላይ እየሰሩ ያሉ ግን ደግሞ at the side ሌላ የሆነ ፕሮፌሽን ላይ ያሉ ናቸው ፎርማሊ ትሬንድ የሆኑበት መንገድ በተለየ መንገድ ነውና ላንተ ከዛ ስትሪክት ከሆነው እና በጣም ብዙ ሩልስ ኤንድ ሬጉሌሽንስ ካለበት ኢንቫይሮንመንት ወደዚህኛው ቦታ ስትመጣ እንዴት ነበረ ትራንዚሽኑ? እንዴት ሃንድል አደረካቸው?
በጣም አሪፍ ጥያቄ ነው። First of all, I want to say I'm still doing that. It's not that I'm fully,
so it's like juggling.
That's it. Yeah, I'm 100% juggling. This is ማለት መሰለህ ወይ you have to understand እንትን ሰዎች ብዙ የማያውቁት ነገር በዚህ አይነት career ላይ creative career ላይ ማለት ነው whether you're a photographer or whether you're any accomplished የሆነ creative you have to have, at least በእኔ በማውቃቸው ሰዎች እና በኤክስፒሪየንስ at least at the beginning of the phase until ጥሩ አይነት establishment እስኪኖርህ ድረስ ኢንካምህን መቻል ራስህን መቻል እስክትችል ድረስ you have to work on the side.
Yes.
በተማርክበትም ሆነ unfortunately የኛ society የኛም culture it's not set up for artists to live fully like as if the engineer እንደመሆን እንደ ዶክተር እንደመሆን ምናምን it's not set up. Yeah. And that's just realistic and you have to be real with yourself. የሆነ certain point ከደረስክ በኋላ ነው አንተን ሰፖርት ማድረግ የሚችለው ከዛ በፊት ግን don't fool yourself, እንደውም if you think that I'm so passionate and I'm going to jump and I'm just going to do calc, not only will you stifle your progress ግን creatively እንኳን በጣም ራስን ትቀጫዋለህ ምክንያቱም ስትጨነቅ I have to make income ምናምን ብለህ ስትጨነቅ you start doing sloppy work ምንም ጣዕም የሌለው just ለገንዘቡ የሚል ስራ መስራት ትጀምራለህ so I just want to say ይህንን ነገር ሰው በጣም እንትን ማለት አለበት even የኛ በኮሚክ ቡክ ኢንዱስትሪ እንደውም ማለት ነው we're literally inventing the industry almost ማለት we're carving the industry እና የለም ገባህ እንኳን በሱ ኢንዲፔንደንት ሆኖ ለመስራት it's going to take a little bit of time and so I still do my engineering job and this እና ለጠየቀው ጥያቄ ጀግል ማድረግ እና ትራንዚሽን ማድረጉ ለእኔ በጣም ደስ ብሎኝ ነው የምሰራው ይህን ስራ so ወደዚህኛው ስመጣ I don't even consider it like work ገባህ like ያኛውን ሰራና I do my 9 to 5 I focus ምናምን ነገር ከዛ ወደዚህኛው ስመጣ like በጉጉት ነው የምመጣው እና I'm just way ለጻፍ way በጣም it's something to look forward to it's like a relief እንደውም so it's not even በጣም ከባድ ነገርና ምናምን ማለት I know ጀማሪ እንደሆንኩ አውቃለሁ I'm not going to pretend like I'm some Stanley someone who's been doing this for and my hope is to just be better and better and better so okay engineering ግን ተምሬ better ሆኜ ስራ ይዤ መኖር ከቻልኩ ይሄኛውንም ማድረግ እችላለሁ especially if I love it this much በሚል so I just try to spend time on it really
interesting በጣም ደስ የሚል ኢንሳይት ነው የሰጠህን እና አሁን አንተ የጀመርከው ኢኒሺቲቭ Etan Comics it's a very peculiar and interesting name እስቲ where did it all start እንዴት ነው የተጀመረው
okay so Etan Comics የሚለው ስሙ it's more of እኔ ከድሮም ጀምሮ የዕጣን መዓዛ በጣም የምወደው just naturally ማለት like anytime you want a celebration ሲኖር በዓል ሲኖር just የደስታ occasion ሲኖር ቤተሰብ ሲኖር ምናምን ዕጣን አለ and you just recognize right just ቤት ውስጥ ገና ስትገባ you're like whoa this is about to be a good time it's like
vibing
exactly so that's exactly how I want people to feel when they think of Etan Comics, when they think of Ethiopian comics, Ethiopian fantasy, African fantasy, የኛን ልቦለድና ትረካዎች አፈ ታሪኮች ምናምን so they don't know how rich it is and how amazing it is, how entertaining it could be. So when they think of Etan Comics ብለው ሲመጡ I just want them to register the same emotion, but just the same thing, like as if just when you pick up the book, you know it's gonna be good. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
And it's also ራሴን accountable ያደርገኛል። ምክንያቱም if we ever trail away ከዛ መንገድ ከሳትን Etan comics ብዬ ራሴን ስል I will remember, this is the feeling I wanted. This is not the feeling I'm giving audiences, so I need to correct this. So that's the name. እንትኑ ለካምፓኒ ለራሱ ለመጀመር ምናምን really as I said 2 ዓመት በፊት ነበረ and እንትን የማርቨል አቬንጀርስ ምናምን ይሄ ነገር ሁሉ obviously እንደምታውቀው በጣም ፖፑላር ሆኗል በዛኔ ምን ብለዋል ነበረ እና I mean I'm into that like anybody else ኮሚክ ቡክ ማንበብ ትቼ ነበረ በእርግጥ ሞር ወደ ማንጋ ምናምን ሄጄ ነበረ ማንጋ ናሩቶ ምናምን ማንበብ ወደ እነዛ ሄጄ ነበረ እና እሱንም ድሮፕ አድርጌው ነበር እና ወደ ሙቪዎቹ መጥቼ ነበር ከዚህ ነው ላይፍ እና anyway ግን አንድ ቀን ስራውኝ I see ምንድነው ጥበብ girls የብሩክታይት ጥጋቡ yeah so there's a news on that says Ethiopian suit little Powerpuff Girls Brooktai Tegabu using them to teach girls about it's like edutainment education edutainment and now when I saw that I was like it was like something went on my head I was like this is amazing አንደኛ ነገር ሁለተኛ ነገር ደግሞ like we need to take that a step further ማለት why haven't we እስከዛሬ ድረስ have never had a superhero ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ just like Spider-Man or just like Batman ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ እንትን የሚዞር የሚያድን and just ብዙ ነገሮችን ዲል የሚያደርግ እና ደግሞ ለምን why isn't it a quality like Spider-Man like Batman so I started digging into that and then before I knew it I was finding other African creatives that were doing similar things that were trying to push this narrative and like I think I almost got obsessed with it to the point where mata ስተኛ I can't like I think of ideas like oh damn it and then sira said I'm distracted so I just said you know what I'm gonna do it right I have known Tin ምንም የጸሐፊ እንዳልኩ ደራሲ ሆኜ ምን ሆኜ creative studies ምናምን I've never had that experience outside I'd like to draw I used to always draw ከድሮም ጀምሮ ግን የሆነ በprofessional እንትን አድርጌ የወሰድኩት ነገር አልነበረም ግን I said you know what even if this doesn't work or this does work this just needs to exist whether I make money on it or not this just needs to exist we just need people to know that there's Ethiopian superheroes that way I mean even if I create a shitty superhero somebody can see it and be like oh my god you know what I'm gonna create my own amazing one it could start off a chain and then I started it and when I did Xavier Meskin the response was phenomenal it was just like it went crazy it was like I was like what the heck just happened and then imagine the imposter syndrome it's like multiplied by 20 right it's like you're starting this book and you're like you have no idea what you're doing oh my god now and then people love it and you're like oh my god now I really need to know or like act like I know what I'm doing and so it's just like so then after like it got really picked up I doubled down I mean I can't tell you doubled down so it's like I was like studying it's as if like in the college in the and so then Kazawala like I started getting a little bit more confident with it I mean admitting that okay you know what I am a writer I am capable of doing this I just need to continue to improve myself and so I thought the first one would be a fluke right? So I came out with the second one, and the second one was even better. So I was like, okay, I'm doing this. So I
Oh,
started doing
but
that.
if it was not a fluke though, give me a yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a
I
big
mean,
one. So, as the and dates know, how does your creative process work for you? ከየት ተነስተህ ነው ወደ የትኛው ፖይንት የምትደርሰው? How does it work for you?
so I guess for me, I've kept changing my creative process as I learned better.
Mm-hmm.
መጀመሪያ ላይ it was about, okay, what if የሚል ጥያቄ መመለስ ነው, right? What if there was a superhero in Addis Ababa? What was that?
Yeah.
What would that look like? And you just try to answer that question honestly, right? That just answer that question to yourself, and you'll see, okay, you know what? I think that person would be rejected. Like, I think, we are a very religious community. Who the heck would approve of superhero? It's like, you know what I mean? Basmame Said, no. Like,
Yeah.
superhero, even normal somebody, like, when people is trying to help, we have trust issues sometimes as just human beings and whatnot.
Mm.
And so you compound on that. You compound on that. That was how I used to do it. And now, what I do is because I've learned the craft a bit more, I also tend on, okay, how do I build a character? What is the message? Every story, stories in general, the reason stories exist is to pass down wisdom, right? Or to share knowledge from one human being to another human being. And so to have a good story, you need to have something to say. So I focus on that. What am I trying to say with this story, Milo? And then I build off from there. I build off characters. I build off the setting, so on and so on.
Very interesting. አሁን መጨረሻ ላይ ያልከን ነገር about the setting. So የስቶሪ ምንድን ነው መቼት ነው የሚባለው ማለት እና ኢንቫይሮንመንት በአዲስ አበባ ላይ ነው ስቶሪዎቹ የሚያወሩት ኢንተራክት የሚያደርጉት እና የሚኖሩበት
Yeah.
A couple of episodes ago እኔና ብሩክ በነበረን conversations we spoke about visual artists አካባቢያቸውን የመረዳትና አንደርስታንድ የማድረግን ሜሪትስ እያወራንባቸው ነበር እና እንዴት ለስቶሪያችን ግብአት እንደሚሆኑ ክራፍታችንን እንዴት ዲክቴት እንደሚያደርጉ ትንሽ በራሳችን መንገድ ተነጋግረንባቸው ነበር። እስቲ in your case በእጣን ዩኒቨርስ ውስጥ ባሉት ካራክተሮች how do you visualize a certain setting? ስፔሲፊክሊ ደግሞ ለአዲስ አበባ ነው የሚሆነው መሰለኝ አይደለ? እንዴት ነው አካባቢ ስቶሪዎች ላይ ያላቸው ኢፌክት?
I want to like make sure I understood this question. So how do I visualize the setting of each
Your
story?
environment. Yes, exactly.
Okay. To be honest with you, I am drawing from personal experience, and just I think that my objective with the stories, at least visually, is to immerse the audience into an environment they've never been. So when I take any reader, ማለት እዚህም ያለ ሆነ ኢትዮጵያም ያለ ሆነ any reader, what I want to make sure is I want to put them in the character so they can feel the pressures in the environment. Exactly. So to do that, I need to show them, right? I need to show them exactly what the character is seeing. If it's a busy taxi tara, machocha scene, I have to show them that exactly. If it's waiting at a gas station for hours, I have to show them that. You know what I'm saying? I think that the importance of the visual element, I try to tie it as much as possible to the emotional aspect of the character, and that's how I drive the story. And outside of that, I'm also very big into Ethiopian history, Ethiopian legend, which as much as I can, I try to infuse those visuals in there because people outside of Ethiopia barely know about them. We're very proud of them. We know them so much. I mean, እሱንም ስል በተወሰነ ደረጃ like there are specific ones that በጣም የምናውቀው and there's ones that we don't know that much about. But as much as I can, I want to, take from here, draw from there, inspiration, and put that visual in so that readers can get to say, wow, I want to know more about this. I want to go here. I want to see this place from my own eyes. So that's really it. Like there isn't any other. I wish Stan, our artist, could also voice his opinion on this because assume ስለሚስል እናንተ ስለሚል I wonder how he takes it. But this is how I visualize it.
Okay, very interesting.